August 23, 2023, and I just checked the fence to make sure it was working. And it's working good, and it looks good too. Look at that. Look at that good work job. Look at that. And on this side, looking good here too. That bull's not going to jump that fence. That's why I put an extra wire on top. 'Cause on over there by that white jug, that's where he was jumping. 3 times he jumped over that I saw. Well, no, I saw him once. Yeah, I saw him once jump over, and I got that one on video. So the other 2 times, I know he jumped there because he got into that pasture while I was working on the fence. Anyway, okay, I turned the fence off so I could drive around and check all the fences. Okay, the barbed wire's looking good. There's no trees that can fall on the barbed wire except for this one, but I don't think it will. Those are pear trees that I grew from a seed. Okay, and anyway, I gotta check all the rest of it. That's only 2 strand down there, 2 strand of smooth wire there, and all the way up to there. And then I'll have to walk that from up there, the way in the corner. It's a smooth wire over by the edge of those trees and into the woods and all the way down to here. It's all 2 strand, 2 wire too also, but that's I'll have to walk that. I could use the 4-wheeler sometimes. I can drive my 4-wheeler down in there, down in that branch in the woods, but today I got the truck, so I'm going to walk. I don't mind walking, especially on when it's cool in the woods. Okay, let's get going. Down at this end now. Everything's looked good here, all the way down to there. That all looked good. I'm not sure how the deer are going to react to this barbed wire. I know when they only had that 2 strand, they would just jump over it, but sometimes they would break those insulators off, those yellow ones. So I'll have to see what they do with this. Now this is my regular fence before I put barbed wire in. It's just 2 strands of smooth wire, and pretty sure all the way down here the posts are tall. So this will be easier to put barbed wire on, one on top and one in the middle there, just like I did here. Of course, here I had to take out a lot of short posts and add in some long posts or taller posts. But anyway, this here fence follows the edge of the trees all the way down to the corner down there. So that's where I'm going to be driving. Yeah, I'm thinking about putting barbed wire here, but it's going to take 2 rows of barbed wire on this one stretch from here to there and up the short hill. That'll take 2 strands, one for each wire of barbed wire. Because I'm going to put two strands, and plus I'm going to need a couple wood posts because of those turns. The thing curves over there. Well, at least one. I'll need at least one in the middle and one in the corner, and then maybe some more up the hill, because there's a big hill that goes up. So I got to figure out how to do that. Anyway, I'm just thinking about it right now. I can always do it later. As long as they're not getting out, I ain't going to worry about it too much. I can always do it next year. Okay, let's get going. Oh, the mosquitoes are biting me. Let me get back in the truck where it's air conditioned. Well, you can see how the fence curves. I'll probably need a post there. I need a wood post there because of the strain on the barbed wire is heavier, and I can pull it tight if I put a wood post in. If I put a wood post there where it turns, yeah, that'd be good. And then that goes down. That goes all the way down to where the tall trees end. Yeah, where the tall trees end, that's where the I can just barely see the corner wood post up there above those white weeds. Anyway, I probably need a post there, wood post there, because of the corner or angle where the fence turns this way. Yeah, fence turns this way. That's one post, wood post, and then the first comes down here, and then it makes another where that post with the yellow thingy on top. I put that on there so I can tell. From there down, the fence is pretty straight, so I'll put another post there. Yeah, you can see how the fence curves right there. Yeah, yeah. See how it makes a turn. So between that turn, I'll need a post there. Let's turn the other way. Turn there, and another post there. So I'll need two posts in the middle. One there on that turn. Yeah. And then one on this turn. Little angled turn there. So that'll take care of the tension on the wire, on the barbed wire, that I can help pull it tight. So that means I need a post and 4 white insulators on each post. So that's going to add up, and a wood post down on the end with 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 4 there too. Okay, so that's at least 1 post, 2, 3 wood posts, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12 white insulators, not counting all the black insulators and the barbed wire. So it'll add up. I'll have to write it all down and calculate it. Anyway, that's what I'm doing now. I'm just kind of estimating what it's going to take to install all this in barbed wire. That's what I want to do. I've been wanting to do it for a long time. Deer are the worst things through here. The cattle don't bother the fence, but every once in a while the deer will come through and knock an insulator off or break it, or then grounds my fence. The trees here, not so much. The trees don't bother it too much. A few branches fall off once in a while, but not so much. When I first put the fence in, this back in the 90s. When I first put this fence in, I was able to, I put a gate somewhere. I think it was down on this end. I put a wire gate down there somewhere, and I was able to drive my tractor in with my with a mower on the back of my tractor, and I was able to mow all the way along there. Of course, they didn't have all these limbs hanging there. Well, there was a few limbs, but I had them cut off, but they all grew back now. But I used to be able to mow all the way down on the other side there with the tractor, all the way down to the corner. Isn't that something? I can't do that anymore. Of course, I did tear up my canopy a couple times. Got it hooked on the limb, but I had most of the limbs trimmed that would hit my tractor. But not now. I can't do that now. Now I just spray. Yeah. I could probably get my lawnmower in here. But that's something to think about. I'd have to put a gate someplace. I'd have to put a gate someplace where I could get in and turn around and come back out. Probably down there. Yeah. Yeah, somewhere down there probably. Anyway, that's something else to think about. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I could put a gate. I could put a gate down there. Yeah. I'll put a gate and then have it. Yeah, I could figure something out. Because I can get a lawnmower in the back in there. I just have to clean up all the limbs first. Yeah, that's something to think about. I get a heavy duty lawnmower. Well, not heavy duty, but it does a pretty good job. As long as the weeds ain't too big. All right. I'm going to head down there now. I just rode down a little bit farther to that yellow post with the yellow top on it, or cap. I just put that there to identify where the fence takes a little turn. Looks like there's 2 turns there now. I don't know. There's a turn way back there that goes to the right. Yeah, there's a turn back there, way back there, turns to the right. And then there's another turn up here, about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, about 6 posts down from that one, from the yellow top one. It makes a turn to the right. So I might need another post there, because wherever there's a turn, I need to put a wood post just for the tension. Yeah. So we'll see. So that would mean I need 1, 2, 3, 4 or more wood posts. Okay, we'll see what I need on the other end. Okay, that's where I came from. That's where I came from. Fence is pretty straight. Oh, there's a slight curve here. There's a slight curve at that tree, so I don't know if I want to put one there or not. That's a walnut. I'll think about it. Yeah, I didn't realize it, but there's a curve there. There's a little slight turn to the, goes to the right up there. Right there by that big tree, a walnut tree. Probably put his post there too. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 with the post behind, corner post behind me. Okay, so, okay. There's a little stream here. Little stream here. There's a little stream here. And the stream is on my property. The corn on the other side, that's somebody else's property. But the stream that follows these trees, that's all my, the boundaries on the other side of the stream, more or less. But anyway, that's not concerned this fence. Okay, that's the road that drive up to the other top. That's the little pathway I had created. I should have had that one tree moved when we did it, but it was an oak tree, so I decided to leave it. Anyway, I go around it. It's still drivable. I should have made it a little bit better, but it is what it is. Anyway, this is the other corner, way down there. It's just a T-post corner with a wood brace. But and I need a wood post down there. And as you can see, I can show you right here, then I'll get up closer. But as you can see right there, I'll need another post there on the bottom of that hill, and then another post on the top of that hill. And there's already a post there where the wood ends. So that's where I put my other fence. That's where I put the other barbed wire fence, up on top of that hill, way into the trees there, where it opens up to the top. Okay, but from there down, I'll need a wood post up on top of that little hill, and then another wood post on the bottom of this hill, and a wood post there. So that's, oh boy, so that's 1, 2, 3, slow down, 3, 4, 5, 6, that's 7 wood posts. Whew. 7 wood posts, and they all need insulators, white insulators. So that's going to add up 7. Is that right? 1, okay, 1 down there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait a minute. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5 on the corner, 6 and 7. 7 wood posts. Okay, that's something to think about, I guess. Well, that's my current corner post, corner T-post, and then fence runs along there. Yeah, fence runs along there, all the way down to the other side. Then this post corner runs from here all the that piece of tin. No, that's aluminum, I think. The wind blew that down. I got a trash dump down over that way, and I had to. I tore apart an old camper, and I dumped it in where my trash dump is, and a piece of that aluminum blew off from way down there, way at the end of the woods, and it blew across all this pasture, and then blew it down here. But anyway, forget that. I need to get rid of it. Maybe I'll do that today. I get the truck. Normally I don't have the truck down here. But anyway, that's the hill I was talking about. That's too steep to just put the insulators, the wire on the T-post insulators. So I figured I'd put a post here at the bottom and another post at the very top, so I can have a way to tighten the fence. Because I just don't like the fence on this on the T-post. Too much strain. Too much strain on the insulators, on the plastic insulators, but the porcelain one, yeah. I also found out that those white insulators aren't ceramic; they're porcelain. I read the label in the store, porcelain insulators. Okay, well, that's, like I said, that's where that is. I'd walk up that hill and show you, but I'm too tired. Oh, maybe I will. Okay, I'll take a little walk. Okay. There's my truck. There's a little road, a little pathway that I drive up. And there's the corner post down there with the wood brace. And that's the hill. I'm going to put a post down at the bottom, one at the corner, another one up here somewhere, probably right about here, right about where I'm standing, to take off the strain, take the strain of the barbed wire off of the T-post. Let me turn around this way. And then here, just past those three big trees, down at the end of this, where it opens up. That's where that's where I put a wood post. I can't see it from here. I don't know where it is, but it's behind that tree, I think. Behind that tree the big tree on the right, on this side of the fence. But anyway, that's where. After that, it's barbed wire. So that's where I got to go with barbed wire. Yeah. So I already got a post down there, a wood post. I need to put one here on top of this hill, one at the bottom of the hill, and then a wood post down there at the corner. So that's 1, 2, 3. Plus I need 4 along that fence. So that's 7 wood posts that I gotta buy and dig in. Ooh, that's gonna be some work. Down there it won't be so bad. I think that's bottom ground, so that's probably a little sandy. Not as sandy as it is down there by the big creek, but probably not too bad. But up here, the one down there might not so bad. But up here, oh, this is hard clay up here on the top of this hill. Okay, well, I got to keep going before it gets too hot. I got to go up there. I got to go across that clearing and go down into the woods to check that fence where the 2 smooth wire fence starts up again. I suppose that if I was going to do this fence in barbed wire, I'd do this section first. I'd get 3 wood posts first. Put one there in the corner, one on the bottom and one on top. And I already have one up there. So that's the fence I would do first, because I already got barbed wire for that. For my other roll that I got now that I used. I just started it. Maybe it's about half done. Anyway, I put that fence in first. I would save this long stretch for last. Yeah, because I'll need 4 posts here. From here, from that tree down to the other corner, I'll need 4 wood posts. So, and I'll need two rows of barbed wire for sure. Okay. Yeah, that's what I'll do. I'll do this first. This first, and maybe the one on the other side on this end. But that way, this whole east side will have barbed wire on it if I ever do it. Okay. Yeah, that'd be, save the long stretches for last. Okay, right now I'm up on top of the top pasture, start of the open area. That's the post I put in, well, I don't know, last week. Anyway, there's the fence. There's those 3 trees that I was showing you from the other side. And that big tree between the big tree way back there, between those 2 trees on the right here, that's the top of the hill. That's where I'm gonna have to put a post somewhere up higher than that big tree back there. Anyway, that should take care of this. 3 posts on this side, 1 top, 1 bottom, and 1 in the corner. So I'll probably do this side first. Yeah, from here to the corner. If and when I do it. The only problem on this fence is every other post. Well, not every other post. Okay, I got 1, and then I got a tall post. What's on the other? What's the other one? Tall post. So looks like every other post is a tall post. Every other post. I think I could work with that. I could put the barbed wire on the very top post, and then the barbed wire on the small in the middle of the 2 wires. And if I have to, I can. I think I seen them in TSC. They got some little caps that go on top, little plastic caps that go on those T-posts. So I could probably buy some of those. That way the barbed wire on the top on these tall posts won't. If it ever sags, they won't get grounded on the short post. That's the best thing to do here. Just leave everything the way it is. Just put the top barbed wire on the tall post, and the bottom barbed wire on all the posts. Yeah, down there between the 2 other wires that are still there, already there. Yeah, that'll work. That'll work here. Down past the hill, or down the hill, I think they're all tall posts on down the hill. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I remember that. I think they're all tall posts going down the hill and to the corner. But up here, I got short and tall. Probably, this is my thinking, when I first installed this fence, I probably only used short posts, and I had the posts spaced far apart to save money. That's me. I'm always trying to budget and use as little as I can. But I guess later on I decided the spacing was too far apart, so I decided to add posts, and when I added it, I added the tall post, which is good. Tall poster, that's the normal size that I should be using for cattle. Well, those short posts are probably good for sheep or goats. But anyway, I got to get to the other side now. Okay, this fence is on. I turned that fence off down there in the bottom by the creek. So, but this fence is on because it's controlled by that charger over there. So I'll turn that off before I go down into those woods to that corner, and then over down to that. Check that fence inside the woods. Phone's showing me low battery, so. But I smart today. I bought one of those temporary or portable power cells, or whatever you want to call it. So I'm going to charge it. And what I need to do is buy something that I can use from the truck. There might even be. I might even have a USB in there. I have to look. I don't use that stuff in my truck, but I have to see if I can find one. And if it works, I'll use that. Anyway, I'm going to check that next. Okay. Today's August 23, 23. And this is my fence review or fence check. I turned that off. That's working. I tested it. It's working good. That's all. This barbed wire is on all the way down to there, to that post, and this charger controls this fence. Okay. I got it turned off now because I'm going to be checking the 2-strand of smooth wire that my original fence. I'm going to be checking it now, but I'm going to be walking. So I'm going to be walking. Normally I would use my four-wheeler. Use my four-wheeler to drive down through there and drive all the way down into the bottom and come out on the other side, way over there, on the other side. On the other side of that shed. I come out of the bottom through there. Anyway, I can check this much. The other fence, I have to go to the other end of the bales to check the fence over there. Okay, but here, like I said, I'm thinking about adding barbed wire someday, and I'm trying to estimate or calculate how many more wood posts I'll need and barbed wire and all that stuff. If I do that whole stretch all the way down to the bridge, I'll need 2 strands, so 2 rows of barbed wire, just like I need for the other side, that long stretch over there on the bottom. So that's 2 rows of barbed wire there. And here the posts are mostly tall, more or less, so that works out okay here. So I won't need any T-posts, but I'll need all those insulators. And I'll need, every time I have a wood post, I'll need at least 2 or 4 white insulators, white porcelain insulators. But right now I'm just estimating what I might need. And I'm also checking the fence to make sure it's working, so I know it's not grounded. So I normally check for that though, to make sure there's no limbs laying on it and things like that, or broken insulators. Anyway, what I'll have to do though, I need to walk down all the way down there, and when I'm done, instead of walking all the way back up here, which I could, I could have drove across that dam now, but this got more shade here right now. Anyway, I normally walk back along that, come out there and then walk back. So I might just walk back the same way because it's all in the shade. Yeah, this here is out in the sun. So yeah, I'll walk back the way I'll walk back along the fence. Anyway, let's get started. Okay, I'm down in the low spot between that post that I installed a while back and this fence here. That's the neighbor's field. That's where the water drains into my pond from, right through here. Yeah, there's the little stream that comes off that field. That's the neighbor's field. Comes off and flows into the pond right there. Okay, and then the fence goes up the hill to the little farther, about 1, 2, 3, 4, looks like 4 T-posts, and then the corner T-post. So that's where it ends, where the clearing is. I'll get up there soon. Anyway, I'm going to put a post down here, probably right about here. Here, either here or, yeah, probably here. Here, somewhere in this area. Could be in that low spot. Maybe in that low spot, or this side of that low spot. I don't want to put it right where the water flows, so somewhere right about here. Yeah, right about there. I'll put a post about where that tree is. Not where the tree is, but in line with that tree. Right where the fence is, right there. Right there. Okay. Anyway, that's at least one. So I'll need 2 posts on this section too. So like I said, I got the other side of that barbed wire going down that hill. I'll need 1, 2, three posts there because of the steep hill, plus the corner post. 2, 3, yeah, 3 posts there. And over here I'll just need 1, 2. One here and one on the corner. So 2 posts here. Alright. Okay. So let's go up there then. I'm walking now. Look at that hole. Look at that knot hole with an actual hole in it. I don't know what goes in and out of there. Pretty small for anything. But anyway, it's interesting. And there's the pond. So this is that big, I don't know what kind of tree this is. I think it's hackberry. I remember the name, but I don't know if this is the right tree. It's a weak, I think it's got like pink wood, or pink flecks in the wood. I can't remember now. It's been a long time since we cut one of these down. Anyway, I just thought that was interesting, that little knot hole. Yeah, that's where I came from, down there. And there's the truck, and the open top pasture. And there's the pond. Okay, this is the corner. And there's the neighbor's bean field, soybean. And then that's my corner post, corner T-post. And what I'll do here, I'll just put a wood post here, and I'll do this section of the fence first, if and when I do it. Before I do the long fence. The long fences will be the last ones I do, because they'll take the longest time to do it, and the most expensive to do it. Okay, this here is my neighbor's woods. I think all they use it for is deer hunting, as far as I know. That's all they use it for. And the deer, the deer sure like to hop over. They like to bed down in there sometimes. I've seen them, and then they're always tearing up my fences here. Between the deer knocking breaking the insulators, or the wire, or the limbs. This is a limb. Sometimes the limbs fall off on them too, but mostly from here down to the bridge is where the danger of branches falling on the fence, or even trees. Sometimes a big tree falls on it. Did well way down at the bottom. It did. I just cleaned some of that up this summer, early like June. Had a big storm and blew some trees down over there, so it took me a while to clean that up. Anyway, that's why I'm going to save this fence for last, if ever, because they hardly ever hang out. They don't hang around in the woods too much, except to be in the shade, because there's really not that much to eat in here. Once they clean off all the stuff under growth, not much grows back. But anyway, they do come down in here, because I see their footprints and evidence that they do come in here. But anyway, the main thing is right here, because when they see an open area, that's where they like to go. They like to go to the open areas. They broke through this a few times, mostly because a limb fell on it. Like a limb falls on the fence and pushes it down, they'll walk right across before I can get a chance to check it and fix it. Anyway, oh, mosquitoes are biting my legs. Ouch. Anyway, let me, so like I said, the next 2 spots that I might work on, adding fence, because one, it'll be the cheapest. I'll need 2 wood posts here and 3 wood posts on the other side, on the other end. I mean, on this side of the pasture, the east side. So I do these first, these 2 first. One probably over there on that side, and then this side, and then I can think about doing these long. Like I said, this fence will be the last one. If I do one of the long fences, it'll be that long fence along the bottom down there, because that's where they hang out a lot. They're always down in there. They come into the woods, but not too much. Okay, I'm gonna continue my walk now. See, it's things like this that I gotta check for. This one's probably not grounding it too much, but I can take it off easy. Some of the branches are pretty big, and if a tree falls on, anyway, I forgot to mention, besides the fence, here's my handy dandy battery pack. Whoop. Oh, Magna. Oh, that's where I used to work. For 32 years I worked at Magna International. Anyway, this is my little, where is it? Right now it says 73%, started out at 100, and my phone was down to 18%, and now it's up to 44. So I forgot I even had that. Ooh, mosquito. Anyway, this comes in handy now when I'm out in the pasture and I run out of battery power. I just plug it into this. I charge this at home, and I'm good to go. I gotta stop walking and filming, walking, talking, and filming. I'm not a multitasker. Why am I walking and filming? Anyway, here's a place. That tree, it's hard to say for sure, but I think that tree is my neighbor's. I think, depending on, I'm pretty sure my fence is on my boundary. So that fence would be, that cedar tree, it's a big one. That cedar tree would be the neighbor's cedar tree, so it's okay. But anyway, when I first installed this fence, back in the 90s, I had a gate here. I had a fence gate, you know, a fence gate. Because right through here, there was just full of honeysuckle. There's still some honeysuckle there, but I'm talking big. It was big, big, big. So I came in here and mowed it from here to that big tree. Here to that big tree, I was able to mow here. The rest of it wasn't too bad. That was just. But then after a while, the honeysuckle died down, I guess. Didn't come back as good, so I closed it up. I still have some of my insulin. Oh, I have to remember that. I have to come back here and take those corner insulators off. I could use those somewhere. Yeah, I'm gonna need some of those. Okay, and there's a couple here too. Maybe I'll just change this whole fence around. Yeah, I don't. Wait, my fence. Where's my fence? See, there's things like that. There's no top wire. Good thing I'm checking. But the fence is working. Fence is working. So maybe, but it's disconnected there. So that's where the hot wire would end, right there. So I'm glad I'm checking it. They could have got out here. Have to see what's going on down there. Something made the fence broke. Probably the deer, but it pulled it right off this corner insulator. But anyway, what I might do here is instead of using this from where the old gate used to be, instead of using that, I'll just hook this fence to that. Yeah, I'll be done with it. I won't need the corner insulators. And I'll do this. I think I already done that over there, but right here, yeah. Right here, I need to take these. I got 3, 4, I got 6 corner insulators here I could salvage. So I'll do that sometime. Not today though. But I do have to fix this. Okay, I'm gonna walk down a little further, see if I can find the wire. Top wire is missing. Oh, here it is. Oh, I'm stepping on it. Well, let me turn it off. Well, I found the wire, and now I know. I think it just was rusty. It broke. It was just too rusty. This is a very old fence up through here. That's my original fence. Let me go down and check the rest of the fence, make sure it's working. Anyway, that's from here. Yeah, I'll fix that one of these days. Take those corner insulators off. There's three here and three down there, and I'll just connect that wire to this wire and put it through the insulator like it should be. Okay, I'm going to turn around, go this way now. Take a look. Take a look at my fence. I didn't get a chance to look at this fence from this side. There's my truck. Yeah, there's a pond. There's that. That's just I call it dummy. It's a dummy barbed wire. It's not electrified, but I think it'll still do the job of keeping the cows from walking on the pond dam. Not walking on the pond dam, walking into the water from the pond dam, walking down the pond dam slope there where the weeds are, because that's what they were doing before I put that fence up. So hopefully that works out. Okay, on with my walking inspection. Fence inspection. The fence weaves through some of these. I'm not sure, but I think these are short posts. Yeah, but I can't tell. I have nothing. I don't have a comparison post to test it with. Anyway, the fence weaves in. It's on this side of this tree, on the back side of that one, on the outside of that one. Yeah, so it weaves in and out. At least in this section. Yeah, this is looking back toward the corner, and that big cedar tree, and the pond's over there. That's all that lumber there, all that wood piles of trees. That's what they pushed out of where the pond was located. They had to push all the trees out, and they dumped them there. It was the best place for them. That way it kept the cattle off. I actually have a barbed wire fence, an old one, and there's some T-posts in there too I could salvage, but there's too much brush. On the other side of those pile of logs there, that's where that's what kept them off that pond dam when it was fresh, newly built. But anyway, that's where I'm coming from, and let me go this way. Let's turn the wrong way. This is the branch. There's my little shelter up there. My hay storage is over there on top of that hill, and this is where I'm headed. There's a couple more limbs on the fence, down on the ground, on the bottom wire, and on top. So I'm going to pick them off and continue on the other side of that big tree, a big split tree. Oh boy, looks like that one on the right is going to fall. If it falls, it'll pound my post right into the ground or bend it over. So that's what I had. Like I said, this tree is probably on my property, but it's going to fall that way someday. It's going to fall down into there. And if it does, I'll just put my fence over the top. That's how I do things. Or because that tree's too big. If I ever log it out, if I ever log this, there's a lot of big trees in here. There's one down there, one there. There's several over there by the pond dam. There's some there. It'd be hard to log it though, because loggers like to drop them wherever they want to fall. And there's a few more down in there. Big oaks. Those are red oaks. This one I'm not sure of. It's some kind of, I think it's a red oak too. But anyway, that's another problem. I'm not worried about logging. Not yet. Not unless I have to sell it. And that's not my plan. Okay, let's get the limbs off first. Anyway, that's where I'm coming from. And oh, my head's tired. That's where I'm coming from. That's the corner back there. And this branch here is on my property, and there's my fence, and it goes down. It goes down. Well, where those trees are near the fence, that's where I was cleaning up in June from some tree falls. But anyway, when I first decided to build a pond back here, back in 2015, I wanted to start the dam over here, over here, but the guy, the tree fell on the fence. Another tree fell on the fence and broke the insulator, so I got to fix it. Remove the tree limbs and fix the insulator. Okay, that's all. I'm out of, my phone won't record anymore. Either it's too hot or it's running out of memory. Check the rest of the fence and it looks okay up there, up on the hill. So I'm gonna go home now. I'm gonna walk back the way I came though. Okay. I'm trying to clear a roadway so I can drive my truck all the way over there by that fence and come up around here and at least be able to go out here through the pond, or vice versa. Drive in here, drive down there, drive back down along the fence and out that way. I'll see if I can do it. A few more branches to pick up. I ain't worried about the rose bushes. Well, I was able to drive the truck through. I started over there, came down through that, along the fence, tight fit. Had to pull my mirrors in, but I made it. And then I came through here, and I can't get through there, so I went through there. I just barely made it, but I fit. Okay, now I'm going home. I'm gonna go out this way. See? I could do it either way. I could come in that way, come around and go out this way, or go in this way, go around and come out that way. At least I can do that with my truck. So that's worked out pretty good. Okay, I'm going home now. This might be a weed in my pasture, but it's too pretty to run over, so I went around it. I'll mow it down someday, but that's just too pretty to run over. It's so pretty. I like that color. Violet, purple, whatever you... Let me get a close-up of the flowers. Oh yeah, those are nice. I don't think they got a smell. It's called ironweed. Most of them are white like that. But every once in a while you get this, the one over here that's purple. I like these. Yeah, I like these. Anyway, I gotta get by the house. It's almost noon and it's starting to warm up. But there's a little breeze, so that helps.